What's good, peeps? This has just come to my attention. Now, I find this really scary. I know some people are going to think, oh, that looks really fun. There's so many different activities and so much different things that you could do, and it's probably worth its value of how much you're going to pay in order to stay on this vessel. But let's read this, right? The world's largest ship, named Icon of the Seas, is set to sail in January 2024 next year. It will carry 5,610 passengers and 2,350 crew members. Right, that's a lot of people. It's 5 times larger and heavier than the Titanic. Each ticket will cost between $1,900 to up to $5,000. Now, we all remember what happened on the Titanic. Rest in peace to everybody who lost their soul and lost their lives on the Titanic. There was a lot of lives that were lost. Do you not see this as Titanic 2.0? Like, I don't know how structurally sound this ship is. I don't know if they have the correct weight capacity or anything to make sure that this boat stays afloat or ship stays afloat. But the amount of people that are going to be on this, there's going to be families who are going to be attracted to buying tickets towards this, business people just wanted to have a good time, people who saved up a lot of money, want to go on their first cruise. Like, visually, if you look at it, yeah, it looks pretty cool. There's a lot of different attractions on this boat or vessel or whatever it is that you'd like to call it. But the weight proportion for me is something that I'm really worried about. I'm not somebody that likes to go out on the sea like this anyway. I don't like the sea like that. Black man is not made for the sea. But I don't know. I fear for all the people that are potentially going to get on this. Hopefully it's structurally sound. Hopefully there's no problems with it. Hopefully, this all goes well and it's just me overreacting. But the second that I seen images and videos and pictures of this on Twitter and on YouTube, and I did actually Google this vessel itself, it worried me. It really did worry me because, that's a lot of people out at sea. What are their safety precautions in case anything goes wrong? Of course, there's obviously going to be lifeboats and buoys and whatever else. But I don't know. You let me know in the comment section down below. Would you be happy to go on this vessel? And would you go on this vessel with your family and friends and your loved ones? Would you trust being on this ship? I'm not saying anything to the integrity of the people that have made this ship, but just due to history, what happened on the Titanic and how large and how big that vessel was and how they never thought that was going to sink. I know that was many, many years ago and technology has, surpassed the level of what was happening around the time the Titanic was built. But sometimes when you see structures like this, yeah, they look great as their concepts, but do they need to be created? And if so, what is the purpose for this to be created? Apart from, creating a bigger ship than the Titanic, this to me screams ego. This really does scream ego. So, anybody who does go on the ship, I hope it all goes well. I hope everybody is able to have, a fantastic journey and they get their money's worth for the ticket because, between 1,900 to up to 5,000, which is probably depending on your stay, the amount of rooms that you have, how long you stay, the activities that you're able to do, that's a lot of money for anyone. So, if potentially a family of 5, let's round 1,900 up to 2,000, like 5 people, that's nearly 10 grand, So, yeah, I hope it comes with a lot of experiences. I just hope that it's safe more than anything. I just really hope that it's safe because just looking at this image just gives me anxiety. Yeah, you're never going to see me on a ship or a boat or anything out at sea. I don't understand the aesthetic of people like, let's explore the sea. It's like, what are you going to find in the sea apart from probably thousands of things that can kill you? What are you going to find in the sea? I can understand why this would be a nice leisure vacation for some people. Some people like to do a cruise. Hopefully this is cruising as well. Like, it stops off at ports. It's not just going to be primarily on the sea the whole time. Though it looks like they've made it into a massive complex because, we've got 2 or 3 swimming pools. We've got slides. What else we got? I did hear that there's going to be a spa complex as well, cinema rooms. They're going to have world-class chefs and everything on there. So there is a lot of attraction for people to want to take a trip or take a ride on this vessel, and you are going to have to, be someone who's got some money behind them in order to do this, or someone who saves for like a period of time. But 5,610 passengers, 2,350 crew members. That is going to be a lot of beds. So I'll be interested to see, if this actually does get created, what all the different room specifications are. Like, I want to see the top room down to the bog standard room. I hope that they haven't scrimped on anything. With judging off the size of the vessel and all the different attractions that's on here, I don't think they will. But no, I don't like the idea of being at sea with over 5,610 passengers and 2,350 crew members. That is a lot of weight. So I hope they have proportioned the weight correctly on this vessel, so there's no issues of it sinking, or there's no issues of anything with this. But yeah, you let me know what you think. This vessel is called the Icon of the Seas. And as I said, currently at this moment in time, you should be able to purchase a ticket real soon, and it's set to sail in January 2024. I think you can already find out more information by typing this into Google, but I don't know. There's something very off-putting about this whole image. The fact that there's that many people that's going to be on there. History does like to repeat itself. The sea is unforgiving as well. This ain't something that I looked at and thought, I'm gonna save my money and go on a cruise. I've had 4 chances in my life to go on a cruise, and I have said no to each of them because I did not want to be on the water in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a strong swimmer. Just looking at this, it just turns my stomach. Just to think, like, God forbid nothing goes wrong. I hope that when this does set sail in January, there are no issues, there are no problems, there's nothing at all, and everyone is fine. Because to me, it looks great, it looks like an attraction on the sea, but in my personal opinion, in my eyes, it looks like a death trap. It just looks like there's just something wrong about this image. There's too much going on. It looks like it probably would be fun for kids. As we zoom in on the image, we can see there's a lot of slides, a lot of swimming pools, and there's probably a lot of that looks like an open stage, this little round circular bit just by here. So yeah, they're probably gonna have many attractions on this, from different singers and artists and whatever else, to the actual attractions, the things that you can go on. Probably you're gonna have like spas and world-class chefs and whatever else. But I just hope that everything is structurally sound, everything is good, there's no problems with anything regarding this shit. But still, even if they could 100% come out and say, yeah, there's no issues with this, it's not going to sink, there's no problems, there'll be no electricity problems, no leakage problems, whatever else, you still could not get me to go on this ship. It's just something that makes me feel very uneasy about not being on stable ground. I understand people who are fishermen and people who do that sort of job for a living and whatever else. Fair enough to them, they gotta do what they gotta do. But me personally, you are not ever gonna get me on a boat, a ship, or a vessel like this. You're gonna have to pay me a lot of money for me to even consider wanting to come on something like this, because as I said, it looks great. So many facilities, all the lights, the size of the vessel, and everything you can probably do within the price range of you spending $1,900 to $5,000. But it's just, to me, that looks like a monstrosity. There's no reason in this is life or the next why I should ever be on a vessel floating at sea with this many people completely away from the shore and any sense of safety. I am not a strong swimmer. I would not like to be on a ship like this. We get turbulence or anything, I'm the guy who'll be gripping the rails on the side, just get me off this ship. I don't want to be here. But you let me know in the comment section down below. What would you do if you got given 2 tickets, or even a ticket, to go on this vessel in January 2024? Are you gonna go on the vessel? Are you gonna venture out, or are you gonna play it safe and stay on land? You let me know in the comment section down below. But type it in for yourselves, do some research. it don't look good.